it for quite a long time now, and it's a privilege for him to be able to come out here and show his stuff, you know. Otherwise, he's at the lab at Punahou, you know.
Welcome to the Gallery Award Center. My name is Mark Mitsuda, and we're at the opening for a show, a three-person show with myself and Gordon Uyehara and Babs Miyano, and we're here at the Gallery Award Center, and this is our work in the front of the gallery. The rest of the gallery is open for their regular stable of artists, and this is our show. This is my current body of work. These are jug forms that I've gone and taken, and a lot of these forms were sort of taken as an exploration in vessel shapes. And as a glassmaker, when I was growing up, a lot of the shapes that I was working with or interested in had sort of already been taken, and they're classical European shapes. So one of the things that I was really looking for was something that was, you know, a lot more American, and something that I could go and talk, you know, directly about, you know, something as an American, or make an iconic shape out of an American form. A lot of these shapes, what they are, you know, the American sort of whiskey jug shape, that is a shape that it has been around from North Carolina. And what I've taken or done is I've gone and taken sort of and used the vocabulary of Italian glass to go and reinterpret the vessel in various ways, and you know, that's sort of what I really enjoy doing, is like transforming sort of these everyday objects into these, you know, beautiful things. And this is Gordon Uyehara, and he is working with metal clay, and he's going to talk a little bit about his work and the way that he works with his work in the gallery.
I actually have a degree in computer science, and I was working in doing technical support for about 13 years. I got tired of doing that, so I took a class at a bead store for, they had a class on silver clay, and I wasn't very good at it, but I found it very fascinating, and I got hooked, and I spent all my money and time trying to figure out how to do it well, and that's how I got into doing this. I come from a fairly artistic family. My sister's a fine artist, and my dad, after he retired, he went back to school to get his master's degree in sculpture. So I think that's where my artistic bent came from.
And maybe you can go and describe a little bit about where you get some of the subject matter and maybe the process of working with metal clay.
What we have here is bronze metal clay, and clay comes in different types. It has base metal clays and also precious metal clays. Recently I've been doing more bronze metal clay, and it's clay-like. It's not a real clay, but it's clay-like, and it has metal, fine silver metal particles or base metal particles, an organic binder, and water. And you shape it when it's wet, and then you dry it, and you can refine it with sanding and filing. And after you dry it, you can put it in a kiln. Bronze or base metal clays are usually fired in carbon, so you put it in a container with carbon granules, and then you fire it. And during the firing process, the binders burn away, and the metal particles sinter together, and you get a solid product. There's a little bit of shrinkage, but this is the result of the process. And usually I just brush the pieces so they look more matte, but you can tumble them and burnish them and finish them in other ways.
This is Babs Miyano, and she's showing in the Gallery Award Center, and she's going to talk a little bit about her work here at the gallery.
Hi. Actually, I used to do a lot of sculpture, but I'm now doing jewelry for the gallery, and basically a lot of necklaces that can hold hold glasses and longer ones that also hold ID badges, but mostly because I'm getting, you know, middle-aged and and I'm just very dependent on glasses now, so I figured it fills a need, and there's a lot of people like me that are very dependent on their glasses. So I used one of my former sculptures. It's a slate and wood and steel zipper piece, and I just used it to display my eyeglass necklaces and eyeglass holders.
Babs is one of the co-op artists at the gallery at Ward Center. You can see her work there anytime.
So we're very happy to have Mark as part of the gallery this month, and his work looks great. Very happy. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
The gallery at Ward Center is an artist co-op, and one of the featured artists this month is Susie Y. Anderson, who is a wonderful plein air painter. Here, let's take a look at some of Susie's paintings. Susie's work can be seen at susieanderson.com.